Well, if you're not ready, then
I'm as ready as I've ever gonna be.
Oh, it's tough luck. I'm already recording.
Shame.
Today is Saturday the 25th, and it's LGT day. Woo and woo. Yeah, it's the underground tournament. We are making our way there. Baz, what are you running?
I am running an Iron Hands list, but not the Iron Hands list that everyone else seems to be running. There's a couple of key elements that are similar, not the same, but lots of vehicles, tanks, treads, speeders.
Yeah, you're not running Successor, are you?
No, I'm actually running as Iron Hands.
You're running proper Iron Hands, doing it properly.
Yeah.
And then you have a bit of spice, which you've made me copy. You've made me copy you, almost as if we're a bit of a team. It feels like cheating, but no, you are running the big old tank.
Yeah, the Gladiator Reaper.
Take some Gladiator Reapers.
Yeah.
Toughness 8 with the 1,000,001 shots.
Yeah.
With Tech Marines. You have how many Gladiator Reapers in your list?
I got 2.
2. You did have 3 at one point, which is just horrible.
It's great.
You can make them hit on 2s.
Yeah, with Iron Hands, you're rerolling 1s from the Doctrine with 2 out of 4 weapons, well, including the big one. So that's 24 shots. Hit on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Then you got some land speeders with Mounties.
Yes.
So you've got some anti-tank in there in case anyone else decides to bring some nice things for you to shoot. Yeah, I've played against your list. It just doesn't die.
Yeah, well, that's the idea. There's a lot of good units in the Codex. But survivability is usually the problem, and Iron Hands offsets it a little bit.
I'm gonna say something and see if it can make it work. I'm now gonna put your list somewhere on the screen.
Okay.
I know. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but I'm going to say it and see if it happens in post-production. Seeing as I'm doing post-production, it's probably not going to happen, but we'll give it a go. So there's your list. It's pretty nasty. It's 2,000 points. It's just horrid, and I love every minute. Proper.
Yeah, it's the idea.
How do you think you're going to do today? Or over the weekend?
I think I've got a bad matchup first game.
What have you got first?
I'm up against a Greater Demon host. So Bellacor's in there, there's a Great Unclean one, there's a Lord of Change, a couple of Bloodthirsters.
Oh no.
I don't think there's any Keepers of Secrets in it, which probably works in my favour because it means it won't be quite as quick, so I'll have an opportunity to
at least shoot him.
Yeah, to hit before I get hit. But it's a lot of big things.
That's a lot of big things.
Yeah.
That's mean.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to end up looking at trying to come out positive rather than trying to challenge or anything.
Okay. So home for 3-2 over the weekend and you think round 1 might be a loss.
Yeah.
COVID. Okay. I'm running I'm just turn this a little bit. I'm running White Scars. I'm proper White Scars. We don't do successor. Yeah, we don't do successor chapters here. We do it properly.
I can't make that claim.
Yeah, neither can I. I was playing Raven Guard successors for ages. But no, I am playing White Scars. My list will be somewhere. Yeah, I'm running a Captain, a Librarian, and a Tech Marine. Tech Marine to go along with my Gladiator Reaper.
Oh, shocking!
Absolutely surprising. I've got an old Gladiator Reaper in there. But no, so that will be good. That's fun. And then I'm just doing Vanguard. 3 units of 5 Vanguard veterans. Some attack bikes with multi-millers. Just White Scar things.
Where do you get your ideas?
I don't know. The reason Baz is being like this is because I pretty much stole his list. And then he started playing Iron Hands, and I'm too lazy to learn a new book. But apparently I should probably be playing Iron Hands.
Well, you've already started stealing my Iron Hands ideas, so yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? I'm just doing them badly with White Scars. But that's what I'm doing today. I want to go 3-2. I'll be honest with you. I want to go positive. I've got Imperial Guard first, my first matchup, and it's a really nice Imperial Guard list. It's got some Boltguns, loads of tanks. I think it's going to be a hard match, and I'm just going to have to try and hide. But apparently there's not a lot of terrain on the LGT that you can hide behind. Like, it's a good amount of terrain, but actually it's not all obscuring. So hopefully my infantry will be able to hide it, which is good. And that's it. We'll next be in the hall when you see us. Cool. We're here.
We are here.
We made it. Look, I mean, see, behind us, it doesn't look too bad, right? There's no one behind us. It's empty. There's no one here. Really small event. And then I just turn this round somehow. Turn round! And it's just loads and loads of people. Nerds! And we love it. I'm learning with this new camera. New camera, I hear you say. That's right, because this video is sponsored by our local game store, the Mug and Meeple. There we go. So that should be fine. So it doesn't look too bad so far. There's lots of people. It should be okay. Oh, that's quite big. Tom, turn us around, I hear you say.
I'm going to be taking a photo.
So, boom. It's huge! It's the entire athletic centre. We filled it. We did it. We reached peak nerdiness. Alright. Let's go down and see some stuff. Yes. And look who's turned up! Good luck, mate. Yeah, nice to show your face.
Hey, shut up.
You here from yesterday?
I didn't play yesterday, but
I'm waiting to ambush
help setting up.
see if you want to go on stream.
Go, be a little action monkey. Set up my table for me.
I saw your list.
Yeah.
we got game much.
I'm playing against Imperial Guard. Turn 1.
Against
He's got 3 tank commanders. Some of those massive siege drills to bring like veterans into play. Yeah. So if he goes first, it's going to be rough. It's going to
be interesting.
It's going to be really rough if he goes first. I feel we're both. This is the fucking oath of allegiance, apparently.
Didn't even realise that.
Glitch in the Matrix. Yeah, so that'll be rough. I think it's going to be a fun matchup, but I'll be quite easy.
And when
I see
I'll run over and I'll
I got with the mix, full size, everyone's talking about it list. Everyone said it shouldn't work, but it's somehow working because it's my list. And yeah, I got custodians. So.
Hope for the weekend 4-on-1.
5-0.
You want it?
Manny told me if I don't achieve 5-0, I'm not playing bad. So,
Manny has said if he doesn't get 5-0, he's playing bad. Well, we know he's a bad player, so
I'm going 5-0.
So he's going to get 5-0.
And I'm finished above every death. My goal this weekend is fuck the 5-0. Finish above the Death Guard and 1,000 Suns. Every single 1,000 Sun Death Guard play here.
Right.
Just to prove that mix is the way to go.
So he's souping it up. He's making a little chef soup. Stir the pot. Pot of chaos. Alright, well, we will check in with you after round 1, see how it went.
I'll either be happy because I'm on the way to what I want to do, or I'll be moody
because he made all his 4 up in buns.
Yeah, exactly. Or 3 up in buns.
3 up in buns. Alright, well, say goodbye to Franco, a returning guest. There you go, Franco. Bye now. So this is Greg. Greg is playing a lovely Imperial Guard army with a terrifying helicopter in it. Greg, you're going first.
I am, yeah.
How do you think your chances are?
Not very good, I don't think.
Oh, he's lying.
There's a lack of experience with Space Marines, I see.
Here we go, turn 1 for the Imperial Guard. I've hidden on this side, and he's got his tanks on this side, so hopefully we can stay away from them. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, get this walk out. So, track. That was round 1. It was pretty good. He went first. His Valkyrie plane came forward. Didn't kill my tank. And then my Melters were able to just cut through his Chimeras. I was able to hide and tag the Lehman Russes the entire game. I think I only got shot by 2 battle cannons the entire game, which was pretty good. So that was 130, which is terrifying.
because it now means I'm in the bracket with people like Manny. It's not good. But we'll see how it goes. So that was round 1. We'll see how Baz and Franco and everyone does. I think Franco's losing. I won't be too happy about it. And we'll see. So, Baz, how was round 1 for you?
Surprisingly good, actually.
Surprisingly good?
Yeah, I don't usually score 100 points in tournament games, but I've just done it. Just gone for the 100 straight off the bat. I'm not sure it's the right.
It's definitely not the right move. No, yeah, we're in a terrifying bracket.
Yeah.
But 100 points. I can now say I've done 100 points in a game. I played against a guy called Greg. He was lovely. Playing Imperial Guard. His tank commanders, just like I've spoken about before, his tank commanders just didn't do much. He was unlucky. What about you? How'd it go?
Really well, actually. I was terrified going into this game. There's one of each greater demon and a knight and Be'lakor.
It's a lot of big things.
Yeah, but he fluffed a really important charge with Be'lakor turn 2. He exposes knight too early turn 1, and 2 Redemptors will kill a knight. And he held his Bloodthirster back. I don't know why.
Not going to argue about it.
Yeah, no. But turn 1, he just left it in his deployment zone. So,
all right. Good game. Be'lakor defeated.
Killed him as well. Yeah, killed Be'lakor in tournament.
There we go.
Happy with that. More victory.
Tournament bingo is off to a good start.
Yeah.
So we can now both lose, and we'll be in a much nicer bracket. And that's it.
Yeah.
I love how the fact, by the way, people don't know, we are at the Lee Valley Athletic Centre.
Yeah.
Which is lovely. But it's a bunch of dudes who, let's be honest with ourselves, don't have the best reputation for physical exercise. And we're literally playing inside a running track.
Yep.
So I think the final should be determined by a 400-metre run.
You know what? I'd be down for that. I reckon I can take most of these guys.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, that's the end of round 1. So we've just looked at the pairings. The placings at the end of round 1, and it's been a bit of a shock. This is first and second right here, baby. Yeah. That's right. I'm somehow in first place for the tournament after round 1. Very irrelevant, but I'm taking that as a moral victory. And Baz is in second place. So go Baz.
So what it does mean is we might be playing each other.
Yeah, because you come to a massive tournament to play friends, obviously. Yeah. That's
600 people. Who did you play? I play every week.
Got to be done. But no, screenshotted it. Tamar win, first place.
Yeah.
So here we are with the People's Champion.
Hi guys.
Here he is. So, what are you bringing for us today?
Admech. I bought my Admech. I tried a list out last weekend, and I basically went to an event and tried to get as many hundreds as I could, because it's kind of what you've got to do here if you want to make it to the end.
They say 485 points they think roughly might be the cut-off.
Okay. So I got 595 out of 600 last weekend. And I dropped 5 points in a mirror match going second. So I was happy with that.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
that's
I
a
just
good
need
setup.
to follow through here really. So I got to play Orc Buggies last weekend, Sisters with Celestine and Morven Val, Drukhari and an Admech Mirror. So I played like a lot of top meta games, and I only went first in one of them as well. So
that's the dream.
Yeah, so it was pretty. It made me happy and a little bit confident, but now I'm here. I'm like, anything can happen, man.
That's a lot of tables. That's
it,
a
man.
lot of
That's
people
it.
running.
You just got to try your best. Just got to try your best, and that's it. And at the end of the day, just have a laugh with your opponent, man. Like, there's going to be 20 undefeated players, and only 4 of them are going to through. It's luck of the draw. Like, as much as you have to play with skill in your games. It's luck of the draw who you get. You have to get right matchup. If you hit one of the other top players and you don't get like 90 points plus, you're out. You can win and get 85 and then go, okay, I'm playing to be in the top 10 now. That's it. Because you have to make the top 4, which it won't happen if you drop points. Like
Yeah, it's
just
really
have a laugh.
Yeah, it's with Magic, which is obviously people can make that. It's much easier for them. Thanks for that, board. That's really helpful. With Magic, obviously they can play like 13 rounds in a day, which makes it so they have a better top 8. Whereas when you have 3-hour games, it's kind of hard to do that.
That's it.
It should be nice.
I think mainly as well, guys. It's a social at the end of the day. Like it's the biggest tournament in the world this year, I think, for 40k. And that's what you got to remember. Like we're seeing so many mates here that we haven't seen in like 2 years because of COVID. So
people have travelled from.
Yeah, mainly it's just a laugh. It's great fun, and then just have fun while you roll some dice and drink some beers. That's what it's all about.
Beautiful. Well, here he is. Always happy to say hello.
Thanks for having me on.
Having me on. He has no idea where this is going, but he's like, thanks anyway, just in case. He's just such a dude. The people's champion. This is what we want. I've got you and Nassim in the grand final. That's what I've got in my fantasy league.
That would be cool. Again,
and then
hopefully
really you'll go first, and then Nassim will just have to relive the Invitational Open. It'll be painful for him, but it'll be interesting. So round 2, White Scars versus a terrifying, Grey Knights. There's Rob here. He's happy. He's ready for it. Rob, should we find out who's going first? Do you want to go first or second?
I think I'd like to go second.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, I'm going first. 6 piece of 2. It's not great, but we'll see what happens. White Scars turn 1. So here we are. That was crazy. Yeah, the Dreadnought and the the Dreadnoughts and the tank did quite a bit of work.
And the metal bikes as well.
Yeah, I think they were the MVP this game. They just sat in the middle the whole game for Oath, and then just whenever they got snuck, a melter or 2 through, they were always rolling in 5s or 6s.
Saves and the metal saves.
That's it. It was a good game. You were a nice opponent. It was 97 to 23, which that's including the paint points. I don't think that shows what the game was.
It felt like a much closer game than the scoreline.
Much. I think you took secondaries that if you were ahead, which I think you could have been, you would have maybe scored 100, which.
The only reason I took secondary did is because they're the only ones I could take allowed me to get 100.
Yeah. So you were playing to win the whole thing, not just to win the game, and I've got to respect that. I've got to respect the fact that you were like, look, I'm here to win the whole LGC, not just a game against White Scars.
Next game I can have some fun.
That's it. Well, mate, great game. Thank you very much. And good luck with the rest of your tournament. So, that is the end of round 2.
Yep.
I think we've done something. We're higher than we thought we would be.
Yeah.
I won that game 97 to 23. It was a really good game. The scoreline does not show how close or how worried I was that entire game. I will be honest as well, it came down to a bit of a moment where my opponent in turn 2 moved his master librarian up and then just completely forgot to use him during the psychic phase and then didn't realise it until a little bit into the shooting phase, and because we're at a tournament, because we were in the top 10 tables, I decided that I wasn't going to let him take it back and go back, which I'm well in my right to do, but it's still a little bit gamey. So
yeah, but there used to be a rule, and I can't remember if it was against Archer one or not, but if you rolled a dice in the next phase, that was it.
Yeah.
So if you rolled the dice, that was it. You were done.
That's it. Yeah. If you're rolling dice, you're next phase, and at the beginning of the game, I let him. He forgot to do his redeploy after I started moving, so I let him take it back.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel too bad, but that was a huge swing because it meant my Dread Knights got to live. So my Dreadnoughts got to live, which killed his Dread Knight. But yeah, my mounterbikes, they just killed a Dreadnought turn. And my Gladiator Reaper, secret tech, it is nasty. Hit on 2s, just pick up units of infantry for fun. So I'm on 197 points. I don't know how. Baz, how you doing?
Pretty good, not quite as good as you. I won 73 to 58 against Deathwatch.
Ooh, Deathwatch.
I've not played Deathwatch before in any format, so I was a little taken aback by some of the stuff that they can do. But the key one was everything OBSEC on a Marine army.
Yeah, everything.
That's pretty damn good.
That's pretty good. All of my guys are OBSEC. We're going to sit on these things. They take loads of storm shields.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that alone cost me 20 points. Just the OBSEC.
Oh.
So yeah, it could have been a 90 odd, but for that one rule.
So
fair play, the guy played it right.
He beat you up in primaries, did he?
I actually outscored him on both, but just not by much.
Oh, nice.
So I cost him more primaries than he costed me. But I absolutely obliterated his army. But when one model can just jump forward and take an objective off you, it's like,
Yeah, it's quite hard.
yeah.
All right, well, that's rounds 1 and 2 done. We have one more round today, and then we have to make our trek to the hotel,
Yeah.
which is nice. Don't know what we're playing. It'll be interesting to see. So in the last round, there was someone who was on 92 points, which is an amazing score to go into the second round with. He was 150th in the rankings.
Yeah. This is going to be...
8 points were over 140 places. That was insane.
Yeah.
Someone who was who had 97 points in the first round was 50th. So that was a lot. We'll see. It should get less crazy.
Yeah. Although it looks like the swingers in the second round has been quite significant because I checked earlier. Now all the results weren't in yet, but there are only 2 people that have scored 200.
Wow.
At that point.
I'm going to guess and say Manishima was one of them.
Yeah.
It's unsurprising. All right. We might go and try and find him and annoy him. Just kick him in the shin. Anyway, that's it. And we'll be back at round 3. That's the end of round 3.
Yeah.
I'm 2 and 1. What about you, Bess?
Yeah, I think we both had a bit of a bloody nose here.
Yeah, a little bit. It went to my head, the whole being really doing very well. And then day 2, we just had not a great sleep. How was your sleep?
Yeah, same. Not brilliant. Could have been better.
I feel like lukewarm death. I feel like I've got a cold. This is not where you want to be when you're 2 and 1. It's okay. Just go fight some Deathwing Terminators. I don't know. But no.
You've got a potentially bad matchup, haven't you, with Deathwing?
Deathwing Terminators. It's alright. The dream is still alive. We can still do 4 and 1. Can't still do 4. But we are where we are. But we are where we are. Be positive going into day 2. And see you guys in a bit. I cannot kill Terminators, doodah, doodah. They always have transhuman, oh, doodah day.
This is Jack.
I'm Jack Ship.
There we
That's
go.
not your name. I go by Jack Ship for 40K. So I'm running an Outrider detachment and a Vanguard detachment of Dark Angels. Obviously, the Outrider is Ravenwing and the Vanguard is Deathwing. So the way the list works basically is all I'm trying to do is be as resilient as possible in certain objectives, right? Which works for a number of the missions. Obviously, a couple of the missions yesterday not so good for. So where you got a mission, where you need to hold 2 objectives and then hold 1 more, it's a problem. So I don't have a lot of stuff on the table. But broadly speaking, the list is designed just to sit there and score me secondaries, control the board, right? So what have I got? I've got in the Vanguard detachment. It's led by Ezekiel. He's got, the Dark Angel psychic tree is obviously insane. Right? You've got the remove obsec, so handy. My game 1 was against 96 Termagants, so that really helped. You've got the fight last, just so good into so many matchups. And then you've got the reroll all hits and wounds in the fight phase, which is obviously amazing for Deathwing Terminators, right? He's the HQ in the Vanguard. And then all I've got is 2 blocks of Terminators. 1 all Thunder Hammer Storm Shields, 10 of them, and then 10 Terminators again, 1 Lightning Claws, 5 with Storm Battles and Power Fists, 2 of which have got Cyclone Missile Launchers, and then 5 of which have got Thunder and Storm Shields. And the idea there is I can combat squad them if I need to, particularly in the hold 2, hold 3 missions, or I can just pile them, on a couple of objectives, and they're often going to be to the last, right? And I'll tend to do to the last, face down, play Secret Agenda, and then my opponents might be thinking there's a Headhunter, particularly in that Termagant game. Am I going for what's it, Grind Them Down?
Grind Them Down, yeah.
No, Grind Them Down's Kill More, isn't it? Whatever it is. I can't remember. The one where you got to do loads of wounds.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's it. Yeah, it took me until about the end of turn 2, and I was like, oh wait, no, I've made a mistake. Oh wait, I need to go and kill some Terminators. We had a really interesting game. So obviously you won. It was 100 to you to 86 to me, which was I think was a bit of indicative of the game. It was you were doing your thing, and I couldn't stop you ever. I was doing my thing. but I was always trading down.
Great game though, man. I had a really good time.
Great game. Thank you very much for the game.
Cheers.
Have a good one. Look what it is. Look what we found. We found a good old Franco.
Good old Franco.
Good old
Wow,
Franco. So, really upsettingly, yesterday I was doing better than Franco. And now, Franco, how are you doing?
What?
Yeah, Franco's doing better than we are. It's not good. It's upsetting. We go back to yesterday when I was doing better than you.
I can still go for it too. I've got sisters next by the looks of it.
Sisters?
It's interesting. I played them last week and I lost by a sliver, so that could definitely swing it.
So you know the person.
I don't know who it is, but
you know
I've
the
seen
list.
the list and I'm like, I know what that does, I can do it. Depends on him, basically. Depends how good he is, I would say.
All right. So we are. Don't tell Franco, but we're hoping Franco does well. You'd be 4-1. 4-1.
Two ODT straight.
2 LG straight. Losing round 1, which is the first time you've lost round 1. First ever time.
Got it. In a way, that's actually benefited me. I guess if I go 4-1, it's actually worked out. So
Submarine to 4-1.
everyone else does it. Why not?
Why not?
All I can say is just roll 5s, guys. That's all I can say.
Just roll your 5 up, feel no pains. Your 5 up invulnerables.
5 up invulnerables.
No, it was a really good game. It was 80 to 89. Jakari won. You just came onto the middle. I did as well.
Yeah, well, my plan was just run straight to the middle anyway. As soon as I realised you were putting everything to this side, I thought, well, I'm just going to do that. I just run my talents and throw it straight in the centre and you've got to remove them. The second you don't remove and I just put every bit of obstacle I had around there. And every turn I was more obstacles. There was at one point, I realised I was only 5 points for having a centre one and yours. But I didn't move on it. I had the 5 Hellions right next to it and I didn't move on it.
Yeah. You did what Jakari do. You're really dangerous when you're doing your things, when you're attacking. If I ever attack you, like through shooting or combat, you die, but everything trades up.
I have 85 points, 80 points, 70 points, and
They're just killing 150 point on my guys, and you just did that the entire game really effectively. You know.
for unit 5 riches with nearly 30 plus attack, and 30 attacks in the other. It's just ridiculous. I could trade up a unit 5 of them happily for a unit of
Yeah, it's really good. You played it really well. It was a really fun game. We ended up having a bit of a joke when we knew it was close all the way, but I think we saw the writing on the wall when Jakar lived. Yeah, that face. When Jakar. By the way, this Tannoy system is fucking me. Yeah, when
9 out of 13.
5 ups.
5 ups. I think that just.
Yeah, load of dice. What?
I could
Sorry.
see your heart break behind your eyes at that moment.
I was hot.
I could see it. I looked behind your eyes and this is a broken man. Right?
This is it.
This
It's crushed. Crushed man.
Genuinely. And then I started to kick you a little bit more because other things were doing 5 ups and I could see it. I'm like, eventually by the end of this game, I think I'll break.
Yeah. One of the things that was really important that we didn't talk about is you kind of YOLO'd a unit of Incubi into my Librarian, and we're just like, I will trade this unit of Incubi for your Librarian.
Yep, every day of the week.
And I was able to fight you first, and I killed one of them, and I should have killed more of them because of the 4-sword, but just didn't get there.
You fluffed a lot. You fluffed a hell of a lot.
But
you bounced as well. Like with the Dreadnought and the Talons.
Yeah.
The characters and it was so much. When you were literally strapping the center there, and everything was just bouncing here and there. I remember there was like one cavalry left and you failed to kill it, and I was like, I'll take it out, and I just killed your captain, give it everything.
Yeah, when I left one guy over there, and I said, if my 4 Vanguard veterans can't kill 5, what are they called?
Witches.
5 witches, 4 Vanguard veterans. I'll leave the last guy to tag a tank. Left one guy on 1 wound. I'm just like, 1, I rolled really badly, and 2, you rolled really well, but it happens.
I rolled like 9 wounds, and out of that I rolled. I had 1 guy left, so.
You're right, 5 of 9, 5 ups.
5 forward.
Happens. It's good. It was a fun game. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
End as well as it started. It didn't end well at all. I lost 3 rounds in a row. That's pretty rough.
You were unlucky with the matchup anyway, right? In the last game, going straight to Drakari, when you
Yeah.
already just lost 2 games in a row, and then Drakari.
Yep. But that seemed like that's how I do it. Like lose
Yeah.
turn 1 to Advec, second round get paired up against Advec. What I did at the last tournament.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's just find your bad matchups. But no, it wasn't too bad. I'm actually happy I didn't have to play Death Guard, which is a small victory for me. I fucking hate playing against Death Guard, so I'll take that as a win. But it was good. So I went 2 and 3. I'm not sure White Scars are playable in 9th at the moment. It's
White Scars are good, but they're not nearly close to the meta.
no, and there's so many armies that can reduce your damage, which is like my main
Yeah.
thing. So that's pretty rough. But it's not too bad. How did you do, Russ?
I lost my last game
Did?
against Space Wolves. I ran into the exact same problem that I did against Death Guard, which was when your opponent hides their entire army for 2 turns, you end up not doing very much.
Yes.
And
I honestly think
that's the
Imperial
kind of
Guard would have been quite good this. If I'd taken like just all wyverns, all shooty, ignore your line
Yeah,
sight.
load of manticores.
Do you know where we're
Yeah.
going, by the way?
Yeah, we can cut that now.
Oh, okay. I was just like, we were walking to an Odeon, to a cinema. We were going to watch a film. No? Okay. But yeah, so that was what it was.
I ended up on a positive, so
You
3
did,
and 2.
which is what we
Sean
said.
Cockney's about.
Yep. I will have to wait till next year to have a positive record at an LGT. But I'll get there. Franco annoyingly did well.
Yeah,
He went-
although he went 3 and 2, didn't he?
He went 3 and 2
Yeah.
after losing round 1 and then lost
Although I
round
will
5.
say, Franco did not place as highly as I did.
Oh, the dream!
Yes.
Not that we have it out for Franco, but
No,
it's sometimes
just nice to beat him.
It is nice to beat him. Yeah, I really enjoyed this weekend. The tournament was run really well. The timings were really good. My opponents were all very good. Didn't have any bad experiences. I just had some rough games.
Yeah, I didn't see any bad experiences. Normally you can hear when people are having a problem, and I didn't hear a single thing.
No, the only yeah, I didn't have anything, and they were good. All right, so that was it. Don't forget, this video is sponsored by our local game store, the Mug and Meeple. So go help your local game store. It helps a lot. That's it for me. I'm still a geek.
Me too.
That's us.